Alright, so here we go. Some Kotal Kahn gameplay, and yeah, he looks fucking huge, man. I love it.
He feels like you're controlling like a boss now.
Awesome.
Like he
So this is probably how big
like
Shao
an
Kahn is.
absolute
Please
boss.
make Shao Kahn bigger. I want to see Shao Kahn
Kintaro
bigger.
style sub-boss, and it's super cool to play.
Cool. All right, let's talk more about. Let's talk about like his. Sort of, you want to, I know
That
you're very
Jaguar
excited about
animation
this
that they
game.
gave him,
So
he turns
let's
into a
do
Jaguar and back.
A Steve's
beautiful.
lore minute.
A lot of people have asked over the last couple years, where was Kotal Kahn during the original games?
Right.
And I have words straight from Dom himself. This is my most time I've ever been for a lore minute. He was a general for Shao Kahn, and Shao Kahn viewed him as a threat and actually locked him away in Shang Tsung's flesh pits, where he was experimented on. And when Shang Tsung died, he was released. And that's why he was able to return to his position and why he wasn't in the classic games. You see, fans thought it was a plot hole.
No, sir.
Not for
Ladies
Steve.
and gentlemen, that was
Steve's lore
Steve.
minute.
Leave a like rating for Steve's lore of the minute, guys.
Wait, you kind of die off?
Please.
That was Steve.
Yeah.
Steve's lore minute.
There you
Sorry.
go. All right.
Awesome. So,
Okay, let's see
Archetype-wise.
some.
I would
Okay,
call him a
archetype
brawler
first.
in this game. In the last
Yes,
game, he
that's
was a
what I'm talking
50-50
about. That's
character.
what I wanna
He had
hear.
a really, really good overhead, to say the least. And he had a really, really good low. And
Sorry. That's all you were doing.
and
He's a straight
in
up
this
brawler.
game, I would say he's more of a mid-range footsie character, which is a common theme, that he uses his weapon all the time, and he's really good in the mid-range. And it seems like, as we were just saying, like everyone's really digging it. And he plays into that because he's a master of weapons.
he also
That's good
has
because if you don't have a
quite
good mid in this
possibly
game, while other characters
top
do,
5 move
oh
for
man,
me
it's a little
ever.
tough
We gotta
versus
save
some
that
characters.
for Loadout 3.
Then we already showed in the trailer.
Well, chill,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Oh,
Showed in the
yeah.
But
trailer.
still, I mean, like,
Yeah.
Still.
When we get to it,
All
they'll
right.
know. They'll know if they know my styles. that I
So
like.
let's.
So he's a
let's start off
brawler
with his
slash
gameplay.
mid-range
He
footsie
has
character.
a lot of
Damn,
moves
he
in
looks
the
so
mid-range.
fucking good.
Back 2-2-3 has a ton of range.
Hell yeah.
Ends with an overhead.
Ends in an overhead.
Ends in an overhead, and you get a bounce.
4-2, if he's the butt of
In the
his sword,
corner, it looks like
he
you could probably get
advances
some
a lot
damage.
before going into it. I'm a big fan. He's got a big boot, a big leg.
Hell yeah.
It's like
Forward
Sweet Chin
four.
music. He's got a low combo start.
Okay.
He does not have an overhead. Combo
Okay, he has no
start.
overheads.
So again, a theme with this game is characters.
I'm fine
have,
with
like,
that.
A really good low overhead. But
I
then
got
the
used
other
to
one's
doing that
not
with
so great,
Scorpion.
so he'll use his standard hop attack.
what's up with that dial head?
Scorpion doesn't really have an overhead that is a
Gora's
combo
Lair.
starter.
One
so.
thing we didn't mention, we
And
have
you
added,
can still open
been
people
asked
up.
for it. More stages have been
Yes.
added.
Yeah.
Gora's Lair here. I got a couple more as well. We will be having some background breakdowns. Always
That's
hard to say. Very soon. We were going to do it this week, but the guys who are going to do it are at GDC. So we'll get there.
So another one of his strings, I think it's one of his best range strings, is it's super
Is that a
fast,
mid?
is his forward 1. The downside is it starts with a high,
Oh,
so
okay.
it'll lose to a down attack,
Gotcha.
but you can see it advances super fast, and it kind of slaps you. And this one is actually,
All right, Steve, just go as fast as you can.
Crushing blow on a
crushing
counter.
blow.
Okay.
That leads to a pop-up
Nice.
if it counter hits. So that would mean at the mid-range, if you think they're going to throw out a slow attack, like maybe Sub-Zero is going to do his back 2,
Not on a
you go ahead
punish,
and
though, right?
throw that out. If you get the counter hit, you're going to get a pop-up.
You might
Like
not be a
duck-
tournament player
ducking a
anymore.
scorpion
Like,
spear.
That's obvious, right? But there is no one better at working the menu screens than you.
It's
Damn, Kotal Kahn looks
Practice.
amazing.
check out his throws.
Do you just grind menu working?
No, it just comes naturally.
Wow.
All right, so let's go over his special moves. That's kind of a taste of his normal attacks, which are, you really can't go wrong at mid-range. Oh, another cool thing is those daggers, the snake daggers. He now uses them
Ooh,
more. You can
meterless
see he uses
launcher.
them, his hop
Combos
attack,
and
his combos and stuff.
Like
They're,
when you start a match with Kotal, like right from this distance, like
Yeah.
what are you thinking?
if you know that they're not going to do like a low attack, you can't go wrong with starting with forward 1. But then if you read
Looks like a
that,
good
you
hit
can do a
confirm
down
combo,
4,
too.
Ooh, that's good.
You could go for a jump in. You could go for his forward 2, which is on the slower side, but that's what complements the forward 1.
Gotcha.
So let's go over his special attacks.
Yep.
The key ones from MKX are back with new animations, and they're slightly different, but the core of them's back. Like, we talked about his daggers, his parry's back. He can hold it. If
Okay.
the opponent attacks, he'll absorb the attack.
And then have
And then
advantage.
Oh, it
he
has
can
slower
have his
start,
advantage
it
and go
seems.
for a combo.
Yep.
The disc is back. It's
Yeah.
super fast. in
The
this
pizza,
one. It does
baby.
A lot of damage.
I love the effect of it breaking on the body.
Yeah, that looks super cool.
Really nice.
That looks like a pizza to
His
me.
sunbeam is back. If he's standing in it, he actually gets life back.
Nice.
Nice.
Then he has several new moves, which this is one of my favorites, the saw move. It's a great combo ender, and it's just just absolutely
Bloody.
nasty looking.
There was something
Looks
kind
so
of in
brutal.
MK actually went over and did
Yes.
a saw. This.
I hope they
this
add a little
lifts
bit more
him
damage on
straight up
amplified
and
moves
then he
that don't pop up.
So this
You know
has
what I
a
mean?
crushing blow. If the move hits as an anti-air,
Because
it counter hits.
all that did was add 5% more
here we go.
damage. So I hope that they
There we
increase
go.
it to like
A counter hit or a punish as an anti-air,
19% would be good.
you get a crushing blow.
Damn, that
Significantly
crushing
more
blow
damage.
is some good stuff though. That's what I want
And
to
then
see.
he has this really, I love the effects
I'd say
here.
the effects are
Like
amazing
he's
on that.
opening up
Just a
the
little bit
ground.
Okay, so he has
that's
his
a hell of a ground
stomp
pound.
pretty much. Ground pound, yeah.
So those are his
Can you
base
cancel
moves,
it?
and I,
probably
as always,
can't.
set up 3 loadouts. So let's go through that.
One of our lights popped off. That's great.
Even
We're
the lights are
live, pal.
popping off.
We're live, pal.
We're popping off.
We'll fix that momentarily.
All right, so the first one I gave him is an amplified sun disk, where he uses a beam of light
Wow.
from the sun,
What the
which is
hell?
canon here in Goro's lair. You can see it on
Right,
Goro's
right, right.
corpse, right?
He's just reflecting
And it's
it
a
off.
full screen beam attack.
That's probably why Goro died.
That reminds me of the Mummy. You
Oh,
guys
that's
ever see the
sunlight.
Mummy?
Oh, he got burned.
Brendan
or
Fraser?
There's sunlight right on it.
This
When
is not a lore minute.
they
I
go
do
into the
think
cave
it's
and they
nice to think that
make
the
the sun
prince
reflect
died
off
in
of
his
the
home.
mirror and
Yeah.
then
Like,
lights up
that's
the
how
whole
I wanna
cave.
die.
He had a
Like,
peaceful
I loved it.
in my
I love that
chair,
movie. So
know,
cheesy,
in your
but it's
lair.
amazing.
in my lair, right?
Some
my
good
apartment, my
cheesiness.
lair.
My
Just-
little Oni buddies around. Right.
Anyway, this loadout I based on totems. So he has 4
Okay,
total
let me see
totems
'em.
in total. You can equip 2 at a time.
Wait, he has 4
so
now?
I went with this one, which gives him a damage buff. So you can
Yes,
see
it's
here's
back!
The damage on the screen.
It's back! The damage buff!
154.
Let's get this
I have this
Black
bad boy
Mamba
out.
combo,
It's
81%.
doing 184.
Okay.
Now here's the new feature. So that's very similar to MKX.
I want my
but
81%
we always
combo
try to
back.
advance things. He can actually now stack totems.
Stack
Ho,
them
ho,
totems.
ho,
How many can you stack?
You can stack up to 3 times. So let's look at the
What?
damage now.
Oh,
And that'll
fuck
add
yeah!
each buff. You can also stack the totems. So this totem is
That's
his
what I'm
blood
talking
blood god
about.
totem, where every time he hits you, the blood gets absorbed in the totem.
And
when
wait, he
it
gets
times
life
out,
back?
that'll actually go to Kotal's health. You'll see
Okay.
all the blood he's absorbing, and when it times out, he's going to get health back. So
They
you can
show
actually
health
do
right
it.
now. So
Lower the
Yes,
health so
but-
we could see how much health
So you
back.
can have this totem out.
Oh, they didn't show
Then
it.
a damage one, and then another damage one.
That
or
is
vice versa.
fucking
Or 3 of one.
sick!
So he
Oh
has
my
4
god,
different
Kotal
totems you
Kahn.
can choose from. For another one that I didn't equip, it's really cool. It buffs his regen stamp, his stamina regen. So if you're using meter burn attacks all the time, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
He has
Also, he doesn't
significantly
have one that
faster-
takes reduced damage. Oh wait, he has 4 this
And you
time,
said
so
you can
the
only have
last one
2
might
of
be
those out
Right.
at a
the
time.
reduced
4
damage
totems that
one.
you can choose from. You can have 2 that you choose, and then you can have 3 that you can stack, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You can mix and match. instantly.
Yep, and it just looks cool to stack the totems. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The math was definitely confusing to me just
Okay.
then.
All right,
So
so,
cool.
there are,
Kidding, I get it.
all right, so let's go to a second loadout. I'm a huge
Yes,
fan of this one.
Blood God is back, baby. I love it.
So you're a fan of pretty much all of them.
Blood God with sword
This one I'm
moves.
really
Are you
into.
kidding me?
Super
That's gonna be
good,
fucking
Because
amazing.
this is my cat loadout.
Oh yes,
He turns into a jaguar.
the
And he
fucking
has this full-screen
jaguar.
lunging attack that goes into this awesome thing.
And it just eats your throat.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Dude,
cats
that
do, right?
animation
Yeah,
is
no,
beautiful.
Go straight for the jugular every time.
Then we didn't see this in the trailer. He actually has an air one where he does this party crasher move, turns into a cat, and then rolls away.
Wow, that's exactly like
And this
Tanya's
is great
move
for
from
you know,
MKX.
faking and jumping,
Or Cheetah.
or jumping over fireballs.
Actually,
and
yeah, that's
punishing
like
them.
Cheetah. If you
And then
amplify,
lastly,
please
I
tell me
gave
to
him this
launch.
sundial move, which controls the air, and when he amplifies it, he gets this big burst that'll knock the person
Ooh,
down.
okay.
You can do it as a combo ender, as a guaranteed anti-air if you read they're going to jump.
Sure.
I wonder if you could
And
combo from that in
to
the
bring
corner,
sunshine
like
to the room.
to pop them up a little
That's
bit.
sweet. That's sweet. I like that.
Maybe most important of all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's the friendships we made along
He's
the way.
a just and benevolent Khan in a way. Like, he's kind of a tyrant, but he's better than Shao Kahn.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I think he would bring sun. I must bring sun to my Aztec.
What a compliment. He's better than Shao Kahn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is a compliment.
Yeah. All right, so what about one more loadout?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is your loadout.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm also, this is my skin that I use.
Okay.
Just previewing everyone. This is my skin.
Yes, the human form. I always
what
love the
exactly is on
human
this
form.
thing?
He has
That's
a
a
bear
bear
head
A
too,
bear head.
That's a bear he
showing off his
personally
trophies.
Okay. Okay.
killed. So, this loadout, the
I
first
always
thing
liked the
gave him
human Kotal Kahn. That was
a
my
different
favorite, like the
amplified
Aztec
discus
warrior
throw, where he
skin
actually
from
literally
MKX.
does a discus throw. And you can actually do this up close, and it'll, the swing hits. It's a, so it's a good
Yeah, I was checking out the
complement
chat,
for
the
damage,
Twitch
and
chat.
it's
It
what-
does remind me of Tusk.
Then I gave him this pop-up attack, this sunlight
Yes.
uppercut, which is like
So that's
one
his
of
forward
main
two
combo
from
starters.
MKX.
It's kind of like it's towards 2 or whatever.
Yeah, it's very
Yes.
similar to Towards 2 in the last game.
But that's a move now.
And then a command grab, which is
Of course.
so good.
This is the move. I mean, the
Please tell me he
amplified
says
version
on
of
your
this move
knees.
is
I haven't heard
so
it once.
So when he drinks blood, he gets a buff. You can see his tattoos are glowing, and that gives him a damage
He said,
buff.
praise the sun.
Stack it 3 times. Every time you do it,
Some
the
Dark
tattoos
Souls
are gonna
action.
glow longer, and the buff lasts longer. Now you can see he'll be at max level. His tattoos are hella glowing, and now he gets this damage buff. And it lasts a pretty good amount of time. So the more command grabs you do, the more stronger you get. And he has tick throws, just like you'd expect.
No on
He's
your
down
knees?
one.
Explain tick throws for those who don't know what that means.
The idea
haven't
there
heard
is you're
it,
doing a
guys.
normal attack that the opponent blocks, and you cancel into the command grab, and the opponent's still going to be blocking, and they'll actually get grabbed. So for example, with 4-3-4,
Kotal Kahn has been amazing so far. Definitely one of my favorite characters that has been
4-3-4.
revealed
It's
gameplay-wise.
an advancing 2
And
range
look-wise,
string. The
man.
opponent's going to want to keep blocking. You can go into that, and it'll actually go into the throat. So the opponent has to let go of block.
Yeah, so that's what made Aaron
Uppercut
Black really
you,
scary with
uppercut
2-1-2-2
out,
because you could
which
do that
means
with
you
his
can then
command
go
grab.
and doing the whole string.
Got it.
And if someone let go
This
of
is
block
another
thinking
one
you're
that's
gonna
really good.
go into your command grab, you know, they get hit by the
So
other
those
part
are
of the
my
string.
Kotal Kahn loadouts.
So I take throws
would
are really
say
good.
He's pretty similar to the flavor
Oh,
of
man.
MKX. Great range, the command
Kotal
grab's
Kahn
back,
is
the totems
awesome,
are back.
guys.
But with the new discus moves, there's a couple other abilities. The cat stuff by
You
far,
guys
like,
know
I mean,
I was happy with
imagine
Blood
not
God.
equipping the cat move.
I can't. I don't want
Alright,
to
they
live
didn't show
that's
his
the thing,
fatal
though,
blow. I'm
there's
gonna
so
wait a
many-
little
But you
bit
can't,
just to see if they show the fatal
If
blow.
you are crazy and wacky and you hate cats, so you're a bad person, you could not use the cats. Was that too much?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a dog person, really. I mean,
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I like dogs too.
Kotal
which is
Kahn has been
obviously superior.
Okay.
one of the most impressive characters,
moving
man.
on.
I know I say that a lot,
Talking
Yeah.
here,
So-
let's
but
keep that in mind.
We always like to talk about
Gameplay-wise,
who what
him
character archetypes people like.
and Johnny
Me,
Cage are still
He's a grappler.
the two
and
most
just an
impressive
absolute
characters
brawler.
that I've
Like,
seen
again,
so far.
Playing him, I was playing with Matt in the QA lab the other day, and we were just giggling playing Kotal because he's just an absolute powerhouse. Like his animations are awesome. He's
I can't wait to
a
see
little
some
on the
Jackie.
slower side, but his damage and his range make up for it. It feels like you're controlling a Shao Kahn or a Goro or one of the just monsters. Like
That's
a
good.
Mohawk.
Like a boss.
I like
Yeah, it's
controlling those
awesome.
big
I'm
body
excited to
characters.
see a
That's why
full-on
Big Daddy
Kahn
Goro
battle.
was one of my favorite
Like,
characters.
Yeah.
I have that was
experienced that?
the match we were playing with Shao Kahn versus Kotal Kahn, and we were just laughing constantly. Just these hosses. It's Andre the Giant versus like Big Show, if that had been possible.
King
It's-
Kong Bundy, maybe.
Yeah, the late great King Kong Bundy.
Here we go with this.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. So
All right,
Kotal
they didn't show
Kahn
the fatal blows.
in the game, looking amazing.
Yeah.
We're
So we'll
actually
be
here.
back
We're gonna,
with
in a little bit.
some
We're gonna
Jackie.
show another character in a moment, but we're gonna have you and